Welcome to Techstination. Joining us is Dannie Lau, the General Manager of DTS Play-Fi at a company called Xperi, Xperi. Thanks for joining us, Dannie.
Thank you.
Give us a little background for people who aren't familiar with DTS Play-Fi, what it's all about. You've been around for a while now.
We have. DTS Play-Fi has been around as a technology all the way since 2012. We've steadily grown since then. Today, there are over 30 companies licensing our multi-room audio technology, and it's available in over 200 products today that consumers can go out and buy. So the technology really covers a lot of different product categories, everything from AVRs to soundbars, battery-powered speakers, weatherproof speakers, you name it. There's a company making a product that you probably want to use in your home. The price ranges go all the way down as low as $49, all the way up to 10,000 euros. So really, whatever your flavor is, whatever type of product you're looking for, chances are it exists in our ecosystem.
And at its heart, what does DTS Play-Fi bring to the picture for all of your partners?
Yeah, so DTS Play-Fi brings a layer of interoperability for multi-room audio. So it lets all these products from different brands connect each other, group together, and synchronize their audio playback. Play-Fi itself supports the major music services like Pandora and Spotify, SiriusXM, iHeartRadio. We support over 15 different music services globally and around the world. So in addition to that, Play-Fi also supports high-res audio streaming. So that's a differentiator of our technology that users of or customers looking at cast products or AirPlay 2 products or some of these other protocols out there, they're limited to lower res audio streaming than we do. So we do all the way up to 24/192 audio streaming, and we support those streams directly from online music services like Kobo. So Kobo subscribers can actually stream 24/192 all the way from the cloud down to their Play-Fi compatible devices.
Very interesting. Now, describe for us how a user can take advantage of this. What do they need to do, first of all? Download an app?
Yeah, so they buy their Play-Fi products and set them up. There's a DTS Play-Fi app they can use that provides compatibility with all the music services. It also lets them set up their products so they can use them in different ways. So, for example, for our soundbar customers, they can actually take a Play-Fi soundbar and add surround sound speakers. So they can designate other Play-Fi speakers to be used as surround sound speakers for their soundbar. So that's another way people can use DTS Play-Fi. All the brands will work together. Interoperability isn't a problem, but not only are the music services available through the app, but also some of these other unique features.
And there are well over a dozen companies that you're working with that have hardware, have speakers or AV equipment that work with you?
Correct. So there's actually 30 brand licensees that are working with us on Play-Fi products. Guys, you guys already have heard about, like Onkyo, Pioneer, Klipsch, Polk, Definitive, high-end guys like Macintosh. We've recently just added SVS as another brand partner, as well as Audiolab, Quad, Mission, and Wharfdale. So that list continues to grow every year, and there's more and more products every year that are including Play-Fi inside.
And you're also adding some new capabilities to this technology. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so we've been doing a lot of work in a couple areas around Play-Fi. One is with voice. We've worked with Amazon to add what's called Works with Alexa compatibility to many of the Play-Fi products already on the market. What that does is it lets users who own, let's say, an Echo Dot or an Echo speaker, if they would like to play the music on a Play-Fi product, they can simply call that Play-Fi product by name. So if I had a speaker called Office, I could say, Alexa, play rock music in the office. And because of the integration we've done with Amazon can actually identify all the Play-Fi products that user owns and retarget the music playback to that speaker. So we've done that with Works with Alexa compatibility. We also just announced AirPlay 2 compatibility with Macintosh, as well as Arcam, and there'll actually be additional partners of ours that are supporting that as well. What AirPlay 2 does, that gives direct compatibility with Siri and the HomePod. So people could use a HomePod and say, Siri, play Madonna in the office, or whatever their Play-Fi product is called that supports that, and that music will play back in that speaker. So it's a great way. I think in the early days of multi-room audio, apps were the major way that people were streaming music into their devices. Clearly now voice is becoming a bigger part of how people listen to music, and we've integrated our partners and their Play-Fi products into that type of ecosystem.
Really interesting. And beyond all of that, I understand you're looking into some IoT, Internet of Things technology, and incorporating some of that. How's that going to work?
Yeah, so we've been expanding Play-Fi even further into the IoT world, and even the TV and connected TV world. So on the TV side, we've added features like surround sound. We have features like whole home TV audio, where we can rebroadcast TV audio to multiple speakers in the home without an echo between speakers, and while maintaining the AV sync, so there's no lip sync problem. We're the only technology on the market that can do that over Wi-Fi today. And we also have some low latency audio transmission modes that we use for headphones. So we have basically headphone apps that can run on your Android or iOS device that you connect to your TV or soundbar that has Play-Fi inside, and use that as basically a wireless headphone system. So a lot of advantages when we do that over Wi-Fi. One is range. You can walk around the house and you won't disconnect. Up to 4 users can use it at the same time. So you have multiple listeners, and we even have it available as an accessibility mode, so that you can maintain the audio can continue coming out of the soundbar or the TV, but also users who are maybe hard of hearing can use the headphone mode to increase the volume and listen to that in their own private listening environment.
So explain to us a little bit about what's going on behind the scenes, what Play-Fi actually is, and how it's accomplishing all of this magic.
Yep. So at its heart, Play-Fi is essentially an audio protocol that supports low latency audio transmission, as well as multi-room audio synchronization. And because of that, in its first incarnation, we've done it to support different music services with our apps. But we've also, in its second incarnation, we've really used it to work with products in kind of the AV use cases. So now that we can embed this audio protocol into TVs, into soundbars, into set-top boxes, we can really use these technologies in other ways outside of music itself. So with what we've done in these different spaces, Dish TV was our first set-top box partner. They've actually incorporated our audio protocol into their set-top boxes. So all those Joeys and Hoppers out there actually have Play-Fi inside. They can actually synchronize with each other and have a variety of different music services supported by that. But since it's also an audio protocol and the work we've done with connecting to different voice services, different cloud infrastructures, we're really taking this into a new direction now with what you brought up previously with IoT. So now that we've built these cloud connections that let us talk with Amazon, let us talk to Apple, let us talk to others, we're really looking at ways to kind of bring the audio industry into the IoT world, so that these speakers can really become, essentially the voice of the home. So some of the different use cases that we're working on and we'll be bringing to the market are things like, if you turn on your light switch in your bedroom, right, the music, a predetermined music station can start. Or maybe if your camera detects motion outside, we can play dog barks and have an audio notification on the inside of the house to potentially scare that person away. Or if the system is armed and they detect motion inside your house, we can even do things like start a siren on the Play-Fi speakers that you have inside your home. So as we're looking at these different cloud connections that we're doing, we're finding different ways of incorporating and really connecting to other types of IoT products that go beyond simple entertainment use cases.
So it sounds like there's much more to come. If people want to learn more about all that you're doing and how they can maybe take a look at this, listen to this, where do they go?
Best place is www.play-fi.com. There they'll see all the latest information about the different features and technology that's available through our systems, as well as the different products and partners that are building these products.
It sounds like there's a lot more to come. Dannie Lau, thank you for taking the time with us.
Great. Thank you very much.
Now this. Innovation. Hi, I'm Fred Fishkin, and I've been covering consumer technology for a long time, and it takes a lot to impress me. That's why I'm excited to tell you about the latest way to enjoy cooking in the great outdoors from my friend Patrick Sherwin and his great team at GoSun Stove. What if you could harness the sun to cook your meals anywhere you go, day or night? The GoSun Fusion arrives this summer using the company's tried and true reflectors and a solar vacuum tube to get you cooking without the mess of charcoal, heavy propane tanks, or smoke. And with an optional solar panel and battery storage, and the ability to plug in at home or on the road, you really can use the GoSun Fusion to cook anytime and anywhere. Want to learn more? Head to gosun.co and use the code Techstination to save 10%. That's gosun.co.